Hello, welcome to Cardboard and Plastic. The answer to the title of the video is no. I'm actually collecting more in the past month than I probably had for the past year. So I'm buying a lot of stuff, collecting a lot of sets. Yes, I said that. I'm collecting sets. They're insert sets or oddball sets, if you want to call them that, but I'm collecting sets. And just having fun with the hobby. Yeah, I'm going to be using SGC to grade more. I'm going to be using CGC for a bulk order coming up. I'm just doing whatever I want. There's a lot of negativity in the hobby. And there was a video with Brent Richards. And, you know, I feel sorry for him. Like, he has less subscribers than me, and I really don't care. I just do this to share. My wife doesn't care about cards. I get cards in the mail. She looks at them like, who cares? So I like to show them off and really just do this for myself. And I don't put a lot of content, a lot of creativity behind it. Got my hands, I got some cards, right? And that's all I do. I know Brent, he puts a lot of like thought behind his videos. He's very creative with the videos. I just get in front of my camera here and just record. And I'll tell you, this is how to get subscribers. You just throw a couple of videos in with clickbait titles, kind of like what I just did for this one, and people subscribe. And actually, Brent, he got like, I think 25, 30 subscribers just by putting that one video out, right? That's what happens. So I'll get into all the cards I got for the past week. I'm going to be getting more in this week, and cards that most of you, really could care less about. All right, so I'm going to show them to you anyway. Probably get a couple of people unsubscribe. So, show you a couple of the mail cards I got. This is the one that nobody cares about, and this is the 2014. 2015 Spectra Global Icons set. They were a case hit. Now, this was kind of like a breakers type of product. Just a lot of hits, patch, sticker, auto type things. Even the base cards, which came one per pack, were numbered to 75. Now, these cards, there's actually 100 cards in the insert set. And the regular set, they had 70, they're numbered out of 75, and there was 5 to a case, right? Because like there's 5 boxes in a case, and each box had a base card, right? So these things were 1 per case, so these are 5 times rarer than the base cards. So each one of these, they're 15 for the print runs. And if you take a look, like, you can't find these cards. And I am the only idiot on earth trying to put this set together. So I think I'm up to like 35 to probably about 35 of these now. And I got a bunch coming in the mail. And I'll show off some of these. I do pay probably 10 to 15 for the commons. I really won't go above that. And I paid $90 for some of the stars, and I have a bunch of those. So the reason I'm collecting this set, Rick Smith's my favorite players, part of this insert set. And just like players that I grew up, like Patrick Ewing, Dikembe Mutombo, Yao Ming, Detlef Schrempf, George Murison, Tony Kukoc, right? So a lot of these players, like, I didn't really watch Ursan that much. So he's playing like 2010 in that region when I really wasn't watching basketball that much. But I'm going after all 100 cards. In each card, 15 cards. They're not numbered. But I know they're only 15 because, like, even like the Joel Embiid rookie card for that, I think only like 4 have been graded. So, and I have 1 ungraded. They're just not out there. So let's get into the cards that the vintage people like. So I'm going after this set with the full blue borders, and this one does have the blue borders. Bob Davies there. I have his action one, so I needed this one for the set. And actually, whenever I see him with the blue borders, even if I get doubles, triples, there's not a lot of them out there that have the full blue borders. And I got another one of my, off the checklist for my 1951 tops. This is the red back. I didn't have the, any of these yet, but I need the, they have the gray card stock there. I need the white one as well because I'm crazy. I'm going to collect both of those. And whenever I see something that catches my eye, I just buy it. And this one is, I got it for 20 bucks, and I just bought it now. Okay, I've got to point out the flaws for John Mangini. He always wants to see, right? So this is not going to grade high, but I'm going to grade it. And the reason I'm going to grade it is these are the 1951 tops, right? But they are connected, right? So a lot of times, like, you'll see them separated, but there are ones that are connected. And I am going to send that to SGC for 15 bucks to have that graded. Just kind of to have it in a nice case to kind of fit with some of my other larger cards, right? Like the Topps double headers, some of my like 1972 icy cards. So I do have like a box that I keep the larger type stuff in, and this just doesn't like fit nice in these, like, I mean, it's just these large card savers. So what else did I get? Something absolutely crazy. So somebody was bidding me up. I got these, I think after taxes, everything like that, I paid $480 for this. So I got a set of almost the entire set of the Wheaties, but of just the baseball. So it was 19 out of 20. And the majority of them have the full blue borders, which I was looking for. And some of these I will grade. And actually, I think I'm going to grade with SGC the ones that have the full blue borders. Like this card doesn't have it, the George Kell. So like these will be placeholders for me until I can actually get the ones with the full blue borders. There are some really nice ones. This one, right, won't grade high because of the stain in the back. But I mean, these are like 20 of these. So I really paid, what was it? Under $25, probably about $25 a piece for these. But a lot of these, like a full border Stam Usual, I mean, they go for a decent amount of money. Got the George Kell. Preacher Row. This one was the one that was in the roughest shape, unfortunately, right? But I guarantee if this had the full blue border, I wouldn't be paying $500 for that. It would probably go up to $800-900. I do have the Ted Williams portrait with a full blue border, but that is going to be trying to find this one with a full blue border is going to be difficult. I have it in the portrait. I have in an SGC 6. Got the Bob Feller. This is another one that doesn't have the full blue border with the bearer and the Feller. And I think this is the last one that doesn't have it. Like somebody, when they cut it, they made a little mistakey here, right? So it doesn't have the full blue border. And for me, it bothers me. I have an autogram like this, so placeholder card, and just be patient. and these things will eventually pop up at the price that I want to pay it for. All right, so the portrait of Roe, and some beautiful cards here. So some of these I will be grading, even though this one has a little bit rough in the back, but the Yogi Berra, Bob Lemon, Ralph Kiner, Bob Lemon, the portrait of Phil Rizzuto. Some of these I might, before I grade, like I'm fine with like that, but I just might cut it a little bit there just to kind of make it a little bit more even, but I don't want to mess around with it too much. My vision and my amount of coffee that I drink every day, I can just make a bad cut very easily. Unlike cards like this one was gorgeous, right? So this is Stan the Man there and clear back. I mean, that's going to grade pretty high at SGC. So I'm going to send a few of these. And the other two that looked really nice, well, this one has a wrinkle in the back, but this one, the portrait of, let's get that centered there. That's a beautiful Roy Campanella. And I'm just having fun. And that's what I'm doing, you know. And in the past, it's like, you know what? Like, well, I use SGC. Like, screw it. I got these for a great price, in my opinion. And like the ones that have the full border, I'm going to grade because I think it's special to have the full blue border for those Wheaties. If you look online, the majority of them just cut like shit. So it's going to be a kind of a fun thing to try to put that full set together. And some of them just don't pop up. So, having fun. I got a bunch of these coming. I'm buying the ones that I can see because I know how rare they are. And the people that are selling those also know how rare they are as well. So they're just not going to give them away. I wish they put them on auction because I think I could get them for a better price in auction, but a lot of them, they just say like, no, this is what I want for them. Take it or leave it. So it's going to be a big set. And, you know, it's just something that I checked all like the Beckett Marketplace. I got a few there. ComC, got a few there. And I'm just looking for them like all over the place. Actually, a really cool thing, ChatGPT, it can actually do searches for cards, right? So if you want to find a card, I mean, it goes through like eBay, the marketplaces, anything that has a web footprint. I mean, the ChatGPT will kind of try to find cards for you as well. So, I mean, there's tools out there, right, that we can use to try to help us find these rare cards for our sets. So, yes, I'm still collecting. I'm buying a lot, right? By the way, kind of spend a lot of money on some of those global icons, so have to probably, my wife wants a 3D printer, so I'll probably buy her one of those just to keep her happy and not see some of the cards that I've been buying. I've been selling a lot, though, as well. So in the comments below, let me know. Are you collecting any sets out there? I think some of you are. And really, I think anything is a set, right? So even like a run of like Hank Aaron cards, right? To me, that's a set, right? It's something that you have a checklist for, you're going through, and you're trying to complete, right? I mean, that's what a set is. You know, and it's just tough these days, right? With Panini and Topps, with all these parallels, you're just not going to finish. You can't be a completist. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. So I'll put out a couple of videos next week. Hopefully I get some SGC's taken forever. So hopefully I get some orders back. And I got to get going. I got to get to the gym. So as always, have a great day. Keep on collecting.